Hey guys, King Salamander here, back with another video. Today we're talking UFC and 5 meme fights that we should have and we might have in 2024. Now before we go into the fights, please like and subscribe if you like the content. Yeah, let's go. Now I'll be starting with an obvious one. Okay, Anthony Smith, who just won at 301. He can't run from this guy anymore. Everybody wants to see this fight. We have to see Anthony Smith versus Bogdan Guskov, aka Evil Anthony Smith. A fight to determine who is the real Anthony Smith. I think it makes sense before everything. Smith is ranked number 10. He just beat an unranked, a good fighter in Petrino. Not the greatest of hypes, honestly. I didn't, like, before this fight was announced, I didn't see anyone talking about Petrino like he's his future contender. And no, he was undefeated, of course. Being undefeated, it brings some attention, but it's not a huge hype train, honestly. But it's a huge win for Smith. Yeah, Guskov just destroyed number 11, Ryan Spann, who just dropped to number 15. I think it's a perfect fight for both of them. If Smith can take the hype and the momentum from Guskov, it would be such a huge win for him. And of course, Guskov wants that big name in his resume. Great fight. And the meme is that Smith is going to fight himself. I really want to see this fight aesthetically. Moving on to another fight. Renato Moicano versus Paddy Pimblett. Now, this is a great fight, honestly. Clash of styles, two jiu-jitsu aces with very bad striking. This fight is a meme because of how the fight is going to turn itself and because mostly of Moicano. This guy is very funny. Not just the way he talks, the way he looks, everything about him is very funny. I don't know, something about Moicano just makes people smile. And Paddy is just a meme at this point with his Liverpool accent and his Beatles hair. I really like this fight. It has something weird about it, which made it make this list. And it's very doable on paper because Moicano is number 10. Just beat Jalen Turner very impressively, who was ranked number 12. Paddy, though, is still unranked, but he just beat Ferguson, which generally, like, at least puts you to top 15, even if this is very sad because I was looking Ferguson at the ranking because I'm used to seeing Ferguson in the lightweight rankings. He's unranked now. I don't know. I didn't notice when they dropped him out of the rankings. Probably few bad fights ago, Nate Diaz or Bobby Green. But yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes when I didn't see Tony Ferguson ranked in the lightweight division. He's been in the top, at least top 15 there for like maybe 12 years or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's very sad to see. But anyways, Moicano versus Pimblett, great fight. And the trash talk could be great too. It's one of the reasons I put it in this list. Moicano with his very weird, funny English accent, which is still more understandable than Paddy's accent, to be fair. Anyways, moving on. Now this is a fight that both fighters called for it. Bryce Mitchell versus Nate the Train Landwehr. This is an amazing fight, guys. Even just talking about the fight alone, Nate always brings it. He didn't have one boring fight in the UFC. Bryce Mitchell is exciting in other ways, mostly grappling, and he can do a little bit of striking. He just came off a very bad loss to Emmett by a brutal knockout. He's still ranked number 12, though. Nate is on a win. He TKO'd Emmers. Great comeback win. It does make sense, though, because Nate should... Well, I don't know if he should get top 15 fighter, but I don't know. I just want to see it because they both called for it. They're both those Southern Americans accents. I just want to see them talk to each other. Nate is very entertaining on the mic too. Mitchell is weird as fuck with his weird theories and shit. It's a great fight on all aspects, I think. Trash talk would be very funny between them. I don't think it's gonna be that serious bad blood. It'll be jokes. And it should be doable, honestly. Now moving on to a guy who just lost at 301, the undisputed flyweight champion, Steve Ercik. Yeah, I know he didn't win that fight, but A lot of people seem to think he won it. I don't. I think it's Pantoja 3-2, even though Erceg looked way better than Pantoja, but I think that it should be Pantoja's win. But still, Steve Erceg showed clearly that he belongs to the very, very top of the flyweight division. But I don't know where he'll be ranked. He's still number 10. I just checked. Probably will be bumped up few spots. I don't think they put him directly at number 2 or 3, even though he deserves to be number 1, in my opinion, with that performance, right behind Pantoja. But if he's still ranked like in that 8, 7, 6 spot, I want him to fight Manel Cap, who is number 7. He came of a win versus Dos Santos. It was all the way back in July 2023. He's not very active, but the reason I want this fight and I put it on this list is because the contrast between Erceg's nice guy, he has a lisp with Steve Erceg, and he's very nice, and he looks like you want to smile to him all the time. The contrast between that and Manel Cap's aggressive, ruthless way of talking to the microphone. I want to see this fight mostly for the trash talk between the two. It won't be much trash talk from Erceg, but Cap would be like super aggressive towards him, and Erceg would be like, looking like I don't know how to describe him exactly. He just looks like he's just happy to be there. That's the look the vibe he gives to you. So yeah, that is one of the main reasons I want to see that fight, and also I think it's a sick fight. Honestly, it will be very hot. It will be very close between the two. I think Erceg's the better fighter. I think he wins it, but it will be very close and definitely a very fun fight. It's non-stop action, I think. Yeah, moving on to number 1, guys. This is a fight way less likely than the others, I know, but I want to see it for different reasons. Now, I know Turkali has been cut from the UFC after, I think, 4 losses in a row. But yeah, in an ideal world for me, I think Turkali goes down to middleweight, gets a good winning streak in a regional scene or something, and then comes back to the UFC. And by that time, maybe Adesanya loses 3 to 4 times, and we get Adesanya versus the Pleasure Man. Now, you all know the reason why I included this one, why I want to see this one. I really want to see them both have sex. I mean, have a fight in the middle of the octagon. Yeah, Adesanya versus the Pleasure Man. He will taste the Pleasure Man, guys. I mean, I just want Anton Turkallis to come back. He has the sickest nickname in the UFC. He had, anyways. The Pleasure Man. Just imagine the trash talk between Adesanya and Turkali. More like the flirting. Turkali will be like, do you want to taste the Pleasure Man? And Adesanya will be like, yes, of course, please. Yeah, that would be a sick fight in a perfect world. Yeah, maybe it happens. Who knows? Everything can happen in the MMA. Now, that was my top 5 list. If you like this content, please, guys, like and subscribe. If I get a good amount of subscribers, I'll do another video just like this. I have many ideas for meme fights to make. Yeah, see you in another video, guys.